Are you done eating your cereal?
Whoa, what's up, world? What's this our second show? What's this our second show at? We got a
Uh, this summer, yeah. The
this
summer for
summer,
yeah, for the
second
summer, yeah.
one, man. We had to throw this week in there, man. We talking college football right around the corner, man. Couple days away. We gotta
Yeah,
we gotta do this show.
usually I do a couple at the locker room podcast, but I haven't even been doing that, man. So I've been slacking myself this year with the shows, but I've been a little bit busy dealing with
Yeah.
my people and work wise. So I've been running around like a motherfucking chick with his head cut off. So this week I had some time vacation wise from my night job. So I've been off from there the whole month of August, and I'll go
Nice.
back after Labor Day. And I've been working my other job, so I really haven't had a whole lot of time to be doing these different shows and shit like that. So usually I would have put out at least a couple locker room podcasts that like during the
Yeah.
summertime, but summertime was a little bit crazy for me. But you know, like we here tonight. Shout out to Kilo. We finally gonna have a little, another college show.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we rarely do it. So like we here tonight. You know, we make sure I start tagging people. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. We're about to get right into this. All right.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I'm getting straight for the pack four, bro. We're gonna start right here. Before we get in that conference alignment, we're gonna start right here. Let's start right here, man.
Yo,
You got
do you know what would have been more funny
mhm.
is if you put a 4 where the 12 was at. Now that joint would have been hilarious. If you did a
What's up,
pack
Doc?
4 joint with
Hey, I should have did that, but hey, ain't this is it. This is the pack four. It's crazy because you got Cal and Stanford trying to go to the ACC, and it's a bunch of crazy shit out there. It's to the point um the ACC 11 out of what 15 teams. Man, I'm sorry, 11 out of the 14 teams. No, 10 out of 14 teams. They need 11 votes to get pretty much full approval going into the ACC. But
yeah.
North Carolina State, Florida State, Clemson, they ain't having it. Bad enough ACC, trying to stick to pleasing, that top dog in Florida State when it comes down to profit. Is if at that moment Florida State leaves, it gives, you know, that leeway for Clemson to leave, North Carolina leaves, North Carolina State. So it's like ACC right now is ultimately all about pleasing Florida State. So it's the crazy part is Stanford the most unique one on here because Stanford they got money. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
they got a fair amount, like millions, close to billions of dollars, to the point that the Stanford are willing to join the ACC on a discount, if not free. And it's like that's when saying free, they don't want to get paid out for nothing on the media. They don't want they'll forgo a whole media payout. Like it's like Stanford just trying to find a home, until they situate themselves. They trying to go to the ACC. Um, Oregon State trying to do their own little thing with staying inside the Pac-12. Of course, they trying to convince Cal, Stanford, and Washington State to pretty much stay so they could work that build from like this. These four teams would technically be the foundation of Pac-4, and they want to kind of build on that. But right now, Oregon State ultimately waiting to see what Stanford and Cal did, and then like ultimately once Stanford and Cal leaves, no more Pac. There's no more Pac-12, Pac-10, Pac-8, 6, 9, whatever. There's no more because there's no reason for Oregon State to stay. There's no reason for Washington State to stay. And my question you Ed,
Yeah.
where do you fit? Where do you feel like these teams fit? Where you feel like Cal fit? Like what conference?
Man, listen. If you thinking about just the traveling issue, but
Yeah,
if they
'cause
go
it's
to the ACC, right?
mm-hmm.
Let's say if Kyle go to the ACC, let's say they go to Florida State. That is country to country. Well, one side to the other side.
Yeah.
And then they might have a home game. And then let's say they got to go to Duke.
Yo, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like it don't make sense, bro. For them, they listen. They in the West. They'll stand them out. Just go to the Mountain West, bro. Like, just go to the Mountain West.
Yo,
Like
listen,
it
I've
ain't
been
that
watching some
they ain't
college.
gonna profit from that because I had wrote it down, but I wish I'd have had it. Is that you already know the top five conferences pretty much that pay each team out is which is the Power Five.
Yeah, yeah.
So yep. So you like right now they all getting paid like 21 million, but the contract by the end of 2024 from the Pac-12. So it's like if you go from the Pac-12 to Mountain West, man, that's like going from 21 million to like 5 million, if not less than that. And I mean ACC, you could get paid at least a good 19, 17 million, but ACC, you got the four big teams and four top dollar teams. Don't want no parts. So
All right, Kilo. Now, listen, I know this is a college football show, right? So, we got to factor in the other fucking sports, right?
yeah, but
So, it's not just about the football aspect, it's
yeah,
about everything else. Now,
but
Kyle,
yeah, that's why I got the basketball up there because Cal football team ain't that, bro. Stanford football team
yeah,
is
like
some of that football teams is hurting their chances of joining certain conferences.
Stanford was pretty solid program under David Shaw for a while, but they
Hmm.
slacked off in the last few years. Washington State hasn't really been that great. Rest in peace to Mike Leach.
Hmm.
Um, Oregon State, they had some okay seasons, but they're not known as a powerhouse. And you can say the
Yeah,
same for Kyle.
yeah.
So
Now I'll give Cal basketball team the benefit of the doubt. They okay at most. They at least make the tournament. Stanford too.
I, it's
But it's like
listen.
if you look at it, this is my opinion. I'm looking at it as like most of the football organizations, well, the football teams, the football organizations for most college universities or whatever is your breadwinner. Besides Stanford Olympic team is their breadwinner. That's why they could. That's why they don't. That's why they feel like okay, we can take a discount. We done made a lot off our Olympic teams.
All right. So you asked me where they could go, right? Now,
Yeah.
if they stay out in the West, you do got the Mountain West, but
Mm-hmm.
how many of them teams are going to come over? Because then they're gonna have to pay for the payout. For them to leave the conference.
Well,
So they're gonna be
technically,
spending more money.
Pac-12 is it's the contract. I forgot who the contract was. It is set to expire. So it's just
It
finding. It's
might
right
not
now. It's
be
all
the
about them finding their
Pac-12,
next
Kilo.
home. I know, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's about right now. It ain't gonna be no Pac-12. It's in the books. That's just me. And it's just a matter right
Yeah, it's
now
a
that
wrap.
they're trying to find a home. And
It's a
everybody
wrap.
right now between Oregon State and Washington State are waiting to see if anybody going to take Cal or Stanford. But Oregon State having that mindset, they want to rebuild. They're not thinking about leaving. But I can guarantee that's going to change once Cal and Stanford leave.
Listen, I'm gonna go by what the great Erica Badu said. They better
Mm-hmm.
call Tyrone because they
The
is done,
Medical
Kilo.
Tyrone.
They better call Tyrone because they ain't
All
got
right.
no home because they are out of it.
You
I'm telling you. Now,
know what? I got a picture for you though. Right after this. Let me
yeah,
show
go
you.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Definitely. Conference alignments. This shit is crazy. You see the pack
All right,
four at the
so
bottom. This shit is wild.
hold on, Kilo. So
Mm-hmm.
Colorado is going back to the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Arizona is going to the Big 12.
Yep.
Same for Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now so the other teams are going to the Big 10?
Yeah, you got UCLA already going. You already had
USC, Washington,
USC, Washington, and Oregon. It don't make sense to me with
and Oregon.
UCLA just
Man, that's
because
crazy,
how
bro.
far they got to
Yeah, that's
travel.
crazy.
They got to
Yeah,
fall. They got
like
to travel far as hell, man. Not all these damn California teams in the Big Ten is going to have a hell of a travel.
so the Big 10 is going to have 18 teams.
Yep.
And the SEC is going to have 14
It looked like what,
or
two, four,
16?
6, 8, 10,
No,
12,
16.
14, yeah, 16,
16.
16, 16.
So between two conferences, that is 34 goddamn teams.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This shit is going to be a mess.
And that just to notch it up, um, like the ACC, you got it's a power. It's think about it. It's just Cal and all of them. They trying to find a home back in the well, it's a power four, not a power five no more. It's a power four, so they try to go to ACC with them having space, but um this could hurt ACC if they bring in other teams, and they don't. Yeah, sports teams don't produce, and it's a whole money situation, and they want to cater to Florida State because right there are rumors speculating about Florida State potentially wanting to leave, but that's just a rumor, and I don't know if you probably know
To
about
where? Where they
SMU.
going?
Right now, I don't know where they're going. I would think SEC.
Oh my god,
I would think the SEC. They're not going to no Big 12, and like if Florida State was to leave ACC, Clemson and Florida State are both going to SEC. I mean, the Big Ten trying to get Clemson and Florida State as well. But yeah, this huge one, and SMU trying to join ACC too, and they
All
look
right, so
they
let me
try
ask you
coming at a
this.
discount.
What
Hmm.
about the former Big East, the AAC?
You see, they all split up, man, and
I know,
the crazy
like I
part
mean,
is
either way, Kilo, either way we slice it, it's going to be a mess regardless.
Mm-hmm. Now
Especially football
now
reasons why.
now as far as speculations, man, it's I came across some shit saying that there could be a probability that some teams just drop their actual football team. We've seen that years ago with was Villanova. So I mean, anything is possible, man. It's crazy right now. The way this shit going, man.
Cause like if you're good with recruiting, you'll be okay. Like certain schools gonna be fine.
Right.
Like, but it's gonna be crazy, man. Like
Yeah, the biggest conflict I feel like nobody talk about is the playoffs is going to be wow, especially if they trying to go into this 18 format. Like
they're gonna
like
have to
how many
expand.
Big Ten championships you going to have? How many SEC championships you going to have? It's only two teams can make it to the SEC championship, or two teams make it to the Big Ten. Like it's
That we know of. Right now, Keto, they can change that shit. They might do like a best of four. So that's even more teams. I mean, that's even more games than what they're supposed to be playing. Because usually most teams play
what's up,
like a
Dan?
12 game schedule. But if
But
you add
also,
the SC, yeah, like they're gonna have to add another game just in case of a tiebreaker.
yeah, you
or
got to. That's
it's like a lot because like what if Oklahoma and Texas have the same record and Georgia and Alabama have the same record going into like the last week? What they gonna do?
right. Well, I think what will help it, they need to schedule. They need to reduce the cupcake scheduling. They should be facing
Oh,
each other because ain't no
that's
way
out the
you
window
just
now.
throwing in Chattanooga to face Alabama every year. Why?
And Mercer,
Why?
Mercer, Mercer,
Why?
they losing about 49 to. Come on, man.
Right. Come on.
They
Just this now that you add more SEC teams, more Big Ten teams, let them face each other more. They should all play each other. They should all play each other, bro. And now you got more teams
it's a
just
lot.
stick it to bed. If you battling outside SEC, I see maybe not even a cupcake team, man. The cupcake teams should be going up against Mountain West teams and AAC teams. Not no like, but it hurts the chances for those type of schools. Like if
I'm
hypothetically, if Oregon State was to go to Mountain West, they have to dominate the Mountain West for a couple years to be convincing to enter the playoffs. And that's like,
I'm just not trying to laugh at Pac-12 right now. That joint looks sad as hell. They got 4 teams down there at the bottom.
all right.
And then if we like yo, I mean if like we just talking football related reasons, they really ain't got no shot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the whole situation tough, yo. And it's like you got all these conferences just trying to please all these teams. Nobody really want to lose, you know, these teams. But I kind of feel like the next conference that's going to collapse is the ACC. It's going to happen, bro. It's going to be two
They not
power conferences. It's going to be two power conferences:
they not
Big
strong
Ten,
enough.
SEC.
And yo, man, I've been watching college football for at least the last 24 years, right?
Hmm.
You know how long it took me to to know where every school was at, or as far as the
Yeah.
whole conferences go. You know how long it took me to fucking like and then I remember like Virginia Tech and on them in Miami, they was in the Big East back in the day.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like this where they these schools they change and they move around and stuff like that. It's just it's going to take a lot to know, man. Like it's going to sound weird, be like, yo, USC is in the Big Ten. It just sounds weird as hell to me.
I mean, it do, but I like potential matchups. USC and Michigan, you know, Washington, Ohio State, Oregon, and
Yeah,
Ohio State. It's a lot of great matchups that I want to see, man. And
yeah,
you
yeah.
normally can't wait till like you gotta wait till the bowl week or playoffs just to kind
Uh-huh.
of get these teams that never played each other in years to play. You know, so but let me get to this next one. Jim Harbaugh, man. All right, Jim Harbaugh, man. He has been suspended for 4 games by the NCAA, not cooperating with investigators committing the level 2 infractions related to the statement he made to the NCAA. The suspension began the start of the season. Michigan negotiated its way to a Harbaugh 3-game suspension, but and I got the first 3 games: East Carolina, UNLV, and Bowling Green. But he's still under investigation, and he not
Mm.
cooperating. So this 3 game could extend furthermore, bro. This could go furthermore, and this is all with.
Okay, so is the um what exactly is going on with the whole Jim Harbaugh situation? Because I really haven't been following it too much.
It
But
said
is it
it's like
due to
they make
recruiting?
yeah. This is recruiting, and like they it's almost like if you're trying to give it a thing where it's those like NFL, you can't talk to the players at a certain time or try to recruit them or no when they free agents. It's pretty much something like that, and he
Mm-hmm.
pretty much was violating a lot of rules with the recruitment. Like, you want to know something crazy part? Let's just throw this out there. When it came down to like when it come down to basketball, ain't nobody sit up there talk about suspending no coaches. You had the shit with Zion Williamson. You had the shit with Dennis Smith Jr. at North Carolina State. Like, but I ain't hear nothing about the coach. I ain't hear nothing about the recruiter. It's like when it comes down to football, you want to hem up the coaches and the staff, but you don't hem up the coach and the staff for college basketball. I know I ain't crazy. I
No,
ain't the only one who see that.
no, no. Some coaches in college basketball have gotten in trouble.
Who?
We had a
I
coach at
ain't seen none.
Arizona.
When?
We had a coach at Arizona. His name was Sean Miller. You know, like he got in
Oh
trouble.
yeah.
Um,
But
Penny Hardaway got in trouble.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I
But
mean,
wake me up when they get Nick
I
Saban,
understand
yo.
what you're saying.
Wake me up when they get Nick Saban. Getting all these dumb, retarded ass, rough ass niggas on defense. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. You gotta be taking them to Disneyland, yo. You gotta be. Something, yo, but I look at it as this been going on for a while. I think everybody doing something. Everybody
Oh
doing
yeah,
something in any kind of way.
yeah,
They
for
ain't
sure.
get caught yet. They ain't get
Yeah, for
caught
sure.
yet. And some people probably like, all right, we gotta stop this. But hey, your past is still back there, and then eventually it will reveal itself, and you're gonna get hemmed up. Like I don't
Hmm.
even know how they finding this out. Maybe somebody snitching, but
I'm
this
pretty
kid,
sure
this
there are ways for them to find out.
now my question is right. With this suspension happening, these 3 games, of course I don't see Michigan losing these 3 games, but if the suspension go further than these 3 games, do you feel like this will hurt Michigan?
No, they'll be fine until Ohio State. Matter of fact,
Yeah, because it's like
do they play
you know they always close out the season against Ohio State.
let me see. Do they play yeah, I mean they play at Penn State this year,
Mm-hmm.
but that ain't until November. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be back by then. But
Yeah, but think about it. He already suspended 3 games, and it's what, like 11 games in the season, 12 games.
yeah,
Without
it's
Clint.
12. So
So
yeah,
like
so they have
they about
about
that man about to get suspended for the entire year, bro. Once they if he not cooperating, obviously some shit way deeper than what he trying to show.
yeah.
they gonna find some shit. They still on
I mean,
investigation.
but
Watch.
they have a good enough team for them to play through it. I don't think it's going to affect them too much. They're gonna be good regardless.
If
They
that's
was good
art, if
last year.
that's if hold on.
They don't lost.
So hold up. You know what? You going somewhere a little bit with this. So I guess I'm gonna catch you right here. So you telling me that just going by your take that this team is well coached without Jim Harbaugh? Like they don't need
I'm
him?
not. I'm not. I'm not going that far. I'm just talking on a talent level and from what they have going on from
Yeah.
last year because they was real good last year. Going on to this year, I don't think it's going to be uh, that bad as far as when it comes to the coaching. Yes, they're going to miss him. Like that's Jim Harbaugh. Like they're going to miss Jim Harbaugh coaching.
Yeah.
But but like on the field, they should be fine. They got their quarterback coming back. They got the running backs coming back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be fine this year. They lost 1 game last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 1 game, and that was TCU right
Yeah,
now in
like
playoffs.
they went undefeated damn near the whole season. So, you know, I think I think talent wise they're gonna be fine. But it might be they might have a close game here and there, but they should be
Mm-hmm.
good, man. I mean, Michigan is going to be good. Like, I mean, like we see where they ranked at right now. They number 2 in the country right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they earned that ranking. It's not like they going to be trash or anything. It's not like they're 21st coming to week 1.
Yeah.
Like they number 2. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Let's get into this next one then. Man, undisputed. Undisputed, man.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson, Michael Irvin. They're saying the new dream team for the undisputed. Skip announced all this, and
God
got a new
damn.
intro. They got a new intro,
Damn.
working on the intro with Lil Wayne. I'll definitely be dialed in Monday just to kind of see the opening.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah. I should be up. I should be up around that time. But listen, man, how they acting like they lost like 4 people. They lost 1 person, and they said,
Hey,
"No, we're going to ESPN."
hey, come on, yo. You know Shannon Sharp. You know he was that man. I mean,
Yo,
he
that
to me
round table is
it's
going
to
to be
me.
crazy, Kilo.
Yeah, to me it was just that you got that energy from Shannon Sharp, and like you ain't gonna get all that out of them. You might get a little bit out of Michael Irvin to a certain extent.
Shit,
But
shit. Listen,
Keyshawn Johnson bringing the
listen.
attitude.
Give Michael Irvin a little bag of that coke. He
Hey
gonna
yo,
be going crazy.
hey
He gonna
yo,
be going crazy that first week. That fucking Monday, he gonna be going crazy. Now they probably I don't know if they're gonna keep the same set. They might probably change the setup a little bit to
oh no,
where
they gonna
it's like a
change the
round
whole shit,
table type
man.
of joint.
Yeah, they about to
So
change
they
up
got
the
a round
whole
table
thing.
then.
Yeah, they got to. They can't put 4 people at a straightaway table sitting next to each other. It gotta be some like a half a round table.
All right. Now, Kilo, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who was going to be the first person to snap on Skip? You know what's going to happen, Kilo.
Yeah, it's Keyshawn, yo. It's gonna be Keyshawn, yo. I listen, Keyshawn is gonna snap on his ass. Michael Irvin, when he had a booger sugar, like you said, but I don't see Richard Sherman snapping. I ain't unless unless it's Crabtree right there, but I don't see him snapping. Richard Sherman gonna hit you with that intellect. So you got Richard Sherman gonna have the brains. You know, Michael Irvin gonna have the swagger, and Keyshawn gonna have the attitude. Shay had all that in him, so
All
I
right,
guess they
all right,
thinking
Kilo.
having all three replaced.
Now this is one of the main things that I like Undisputed, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
like it really because they talked about the same damn shit every day.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron and the Lakers and the Cowboys. They have to switch it up this season. Like I want to see just a little bit more variety when it comes to the season, especially this football season. Like I want them to open up the things. Like it should all be about the Cowboys. We got
But
Buffalo
yeah,
out
but think
here,
about
the
it now.
Bengals.
But now you got it. Skip
What?
overly biased, man. So you got. I don't think they're gonna talk about the Cowboys too much. They might throw it out there, but you got Sherman ain't gonna be sitting up there talking about no Cowboys 24/7. Keyshawn ain't talking about no Cowboys 24/7.
Listen,
I just don't want to hear no
they
more
got
Baker
two former.
Mayfield. I don't want to hear
Listen,
nothing about Baker, yo. I get tired every
listen,
time they have a segment about Baker.
listen. They got two former Cowboy wide receivers on that panel, bro. They're gonna be talking about the Cowboys.
To a certain extent, it's not
Yeah.
gonna overshadow the show, though.
I would hope not. Like I'm gonna see what they do week one.
Hmm.
Um, we'll see if they talk a little college football. Hopefully, we'll see how that turn out. But I'm just glad
They
Michael
might they
Irvin is
might
back on
cover it
TV.
to they might cover it to a certain extent. They probably ain't gonna cover it till
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh get that additional suspension. They ain't gonna really cover it
Okay.
too much.
All right.
But what we got?
So hopefully Michael Irvin is good now because that was just crazy what happened to him. But hopefully he'll be hopefully he'll be ready to go
Mm-hmm.
on the 29th, man. Like the 28th, my fault, the 28th.
28,
So we'll
28.
see how everything turn out.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I'll
we'll see
see
how
it.
everything turn out, man. I mean, like I wish them luck. I heard Shannon is going to ESPN, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how everything turn out, man.
So we're gonna make a little small bet. No wager. I just bet Keyshawn gonna snap first.
So Keyshawn, man, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be Sherman, man. I think Sherman's gonna snap out on him, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. I know, like Irvin might not do it, but Sherman with Keyshawn is definitely likely to do that shit, yo. Because it's crazy.
All right.
I can't wait to
We
see that
got
shit, though.
all right. We got next. Lincoln Riley. Is he the
Oh
quarterback?
man. Kilo, hook that joint up.
So now I'm gonna give you my take.
I gotta put my glasses on for this, John. Hold up.
Oh yeah, I forgot you on the tablet. I should have made it big.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So we already see he was coach of the year in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much see what's on his belt. You can see what he got under his belt. Got Baker Mayfield. He was a Heisman winner. Went number one overall. And you had Kyler Murray, and he went number one overall as well.
Yep.
Heisman winner the following year. Jalen Hurts came over. He was second in Heisman votings. And then in 2020, that's when we seen the upcoming of Spencer Rattler, to the point that he was projected in 2021 he was a Heisman favorite, and I think it was number one overall projected to get picked. And then you see his work and what he's doing with Caleb Williams. He's a Heisman winner. And after Caleb leaves, USC set with quarterbacks for the next 5 to 6 years.
Malachi Nelson.
Yeah, Michael Nelson. That's Malachi Nelson. It's a whole bunch of them. You can name it, boys. I ain't about to do all that, but
yeah.
But man, it's I mean, I know you see the East Carolina. He was just he was a wide receiver coach, and then Texas Tech. He pretty much was a wide receiver coach at the same time. I'm there. He didn't really become like an offensive coordinator coach until Oklahoma days, and then transitioned into the head coach. But man, he knows how to I say groom and shit out of a quarterback. It's just
Yeah.
the only thing I have is when we talk about next level, you know Baker Mayfield, next level that's a long we don't want to talk about that one. And then Kyler Murray, we get out of Kyler Murray and he was hurt, and we'll see how he bounced back from that. Jalen Hurts went to the Super Bowl. He was pretty much in the MVP conversation. Spence Rattler, he transferred over to South Carolina. And you see, got Caleb Williams. They talking about Patrick Mahomes 2.0. So uh, I would say, for far as college, from the college perspective, he is definitely the quarterback whisperer. And I think one underrated thing that a lot of people don't talk about is that the wide receiver talent that he actually produced as well. That's one thing a lot of people don't talk about, from going back to Marquise Brown to CeeDee Lamb. Um, it was another wide receiver, another Oklahoma wide receiver. He didn't go the first round. I forgot his damn name, but and
Talking
then you
about Diddy
got
Westbrook.
Dede Westbrook. Dede Westbrook was solid. He's a decent 3 at best in college right now. I mean in NFL, and with all the talent he got at USC, he just got Jordan Addison into the pretty much probably gonna be number 2 for Minnesota. And then
Well,
I got a whole USC wide receiver tab as soon as we get to that later on.
yeah. Well, Addison, he was already that guy back in Pittsburgh. So,
Yeah, but the crazy part is he was good in Pittsburgh, but do you think he would have went in the first round if he still was with Pittsburgh?
yeah, yeah, he was talked about.
No, I'm saying like
Uh,
what he went like. What he was in like he got drafted in the top 20 around the range or so.
yeah, it was like
Because I think he
I
would have
think he
went day
went.
2 if he'd have still been at Pittsburgh. Is Kenny Pickett left?
No way, no
Nah,
way. I think
Kenny
no,
Pickett left. Remember?
Kilo, he was getting talked about a lot in Pittsburgh, man. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what you're going to be basing draft him off of the last season you're saying with Kenny Pickett. The following year, Kenny Pickett already got drafted.
yeah, yeah, but we don't know how good the other quarterback would have been from Pitt. Who they had last? I
So
think it was a
don't
transfer
ask
they
me.
had in there last year.
Don't ask me.
But like we don't know how good the QB would have been for Pittsburgh. We don't know what his numbers would have been like. But he did go to USC. He had a solid season. I mean, it wasn't too great, but he was okay last year.
You got to think about new
But
system. So
yeah. I mean, I think his best work was with Jalen because Jalen Jalen at Alabama, he wasn't known for being a passer like that.
yeah, they
But he go to
definitely he looked like a
Oklahoma.
running back, man, with the ball at Alabama.
Yeah. So now he went to Oklahoma. He became a better passer, and Lincoln worked with him a lot for that whole year. And Jalen has improved so much as a passer. I'm not going to give all the credit to Lincoln for that, but he has some parts with that.
It just Kansas State was in y'all way. Kansas State was just in y'all way that year.
Yeah.
But I mean, Texas Tech, Baker Mayfield. I mean, he came from there, and look how he turned out. He's a Heisman winner, #1 overall draft pick. Even Kyler Murray from Texas A&M. So you definitely tell his work is there. It's definitely I don't want to just say it's just Lincoln Riley offense. You still have to be that talented of a quarterback and be able to make those
That's true.
throws.
That's true.
But it's definitely he definitely has a great he definitely has a great offensive system for pretty much
He does.
majority
He does.
quarterbacks can excel in. But
Yeah, I
yeah, I
didn't
think
like how I mean, I didn't like how he left Oklahoma. You know, I was kind of
I
heated for
think
a couple
wasn't
of
that
days.
related to that was related to them leaving. I thought that was
Who?
kind of related to Oklahoma leaving the Big 12. I mean, I didn't really look into why he left, but I mean, I came in bits and pieces. I thought I narrowed it down to it's because Oklahoma was leaving the Big 12.
Mm. I mean, like we don't know the full reason for that,
Hmm.
but maybe SC was a job that he always wanted. We don't know.
Yeah,
And it was like, you know, like with the transfer portal, you could get any damn player you want nowadays. So, you know,
yeah.
Caleb followed. I mean, Caleb went. I wasn't too surprised that he left.
Nah,
You know, it was just
I
that.
wasn't either.
Yeah, you know, it was like, you know, my coach leaving, I'm gonna leave too. So he went right there. Next thing you know, he won a Heisman. I wasn't surprised that he won a Heisman because, you know, we've seen what he did when he took over for Spencer Rattler. So it was like,
Hmm.
you know, like I mean, he came in there, he balled out. Um, then he went to USC. He went crazy last year. He should go crazy this year. So, you know, I mean, right now, if everything go as expected, Lincoln Riley will have 3 number 1 overall quarterbacks that went in the draft, and he
And
has
one
Jalen
Heisman.
Hurts.
And one
Right,
Heisman. Yeah.
right, yeah.
So
So it's like, so like, I think he should be mentioned more when it comes to being a QB guru. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna watch USC this year. You know, I don't hate Lincoln Riley now, but last year I was mad. You know what I mean? But this year, like, they're gonna be good again, man. They're gonna be good again.
all right. Getting to the next one. That's wide receiver group. Hopefully you can see this at.
I didn't really like the graphic either.
Yeah.
But it was something that I wanted to send to you anyway, just to be like, you know, like we could talk about it on the show. But
Yeah. So
Washington got 2 guys in the top 10.
wow. What the crazy part is, I know Rome Aduze been talking about. I gotta look more
Uh
into Jalen McMillan. I do
huh.
think when I was like looking at this list, I do think that Troy Franklin from Oregon should definitely be in the top 10.
Hmm.
Um, and I was just surprised to see Arizona receiver in the top 10. But
Yeah.
it's,
Um.
it's 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 not a bad list. I just kind of feel some players should definitely be a slightly a little bit higher. Zachary Franklin
Okay.
transferred from USTA. He's with Ole Miss. His numbers is definitely
Hmm.
about to climb.
Yeah.
Dante Cephas is a transfer to Penn State. He's definitely about to go up. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's a couple names like Brew McCoy from Tennessee. Because Tennessee definitely be a passing offense. He's going to come up there. Uh, Craig, I'm not too fond on Julian Fleming from Ohio State. He ain't that to me. And then it's crazy part is you see where I say Travis Hunter. I was torn between this guy playing wide receiver or defensive back.
Yeah. Well, you
But
know,
I
he
mean,
probably be playing both this year. He probably be doing both sides.
and I definitely didn't expect to see Antoine Wells up in the top 10. SEC wide
Hmm.
receiver. But I
Yeah.
mean, he's good. He's good, but he's one of those not no day when started in the NFL, but I don't know, just it's not a bad list to a certain extent. God damn it.
That wide receiver from Arizona, right? He's number 10 on the list.
Say again, my bad. And that got
No, I
a
said
lot shit
that.
going in the background.
No,
You
I
talking
said
about
that the wide
Jacob
receiver from.
Cowan?
Yeah, I was watching his highlights the other day. I think it was on Saturday or something. I was watching his highlights. He's a little. I mean, like, he's a little small guy, but he good, though.
Yeah, I had to check him
It's a
out because
guy.
I, I mean, we
It's
talk
a guy
Arizona. No, I don't
that's
really dial into Arizona.
right, right, but I had to check him out because, like, was it? I think it was over the weekend when I seen you that photo. I said, hold on, let me check Cowan out, and I was like, yo, this dude is pretty good. But Arizona not on TV like that, so like we don't get to see him a lot unless you're staying up at 2 o'clock in the morning. But
Yeah, yeah, them games coming on too
but
late, yo.
yeah, but the guy Worthy, he's real good from Texas. He's real good. Um, they have some good talent on this list, and it's a lot of guys that's going to be talked about next April, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, he's already the chosen one. So they're gonna be
Yeah,
talking about him.
and don't forget we want to see Jamal Chase 2.0.
Uh,
Emeka Egbuka from Ohio State.
yeah, I'm
I want to
definitely
see
gonna be
more from
watching him.
yeah. Definitely, I want to see more from Johnny Wilson. I feel like I didn't see enough of him. I definitely want to see
Mm-hmm.
him at Florida State. I want to see some more 50-50 balls. That dude too big for you not to put him in a
Yeah,
position for no 50-50 balls. So six
yeah,
foot seven, All right.
yeah. I see some good names on his list right here, though. So I see Texas got about 3 guys on his photo
Yeah,
too. So
Texas, Ohio State, USC.
yeah, yeah,
So it's a fair amount.
yeah,
All right, we got next. I think he got the USC wide receivers. His group, the crazy part, everybody talk about Ohio State wide receiver group, but man,
yeah,
nobody talks about this group. And I'm surprised. I only seen Dorian Singer, uh, Taj Washington, and Mario Williams on the list, and I'm just like, y'all forgot about Brendan Rice, Zachariah
mm-hmm.
Branch, and Michael Jackson could potentially do something. This is a very underrated group. When
That
talk
shit gonna be
about
crazy, man.
USC, we only talk about Caleb Williams. Nobody talk about the receiving
Right?
corps, but when we talk about Ohio State, we talk about the receiving corps. Nobody talk about the quarterback
Yeah,
play. So it's like, no, they don't have a Marvin Harrison. I get it. They don't have a Mecca or Jamal Chase 2.0. But this group is highly talented. And the way Caleb stood up there and stretched that ball around, like, man, this is a very underrated group. I'm just surprised they're not being talked about as much as they should.
uh, I do want to see Branch play.
Hmm
I was watching his high school highlights.
Yeah.
And they have another guy who was the the star QB for USC freshman wise, Nelson.
Yeah, Malachi
He was
Nelson.
going to yeah, he was going to his last name is Lemon. His name is Makai Lemon, I think his name is Makai Lemon.
Yeah.
But he's a young freshman wide receiver as well, so he's not even on his list. He's not even on his graphic. So
Hmm
like, that's how deep USC is at the wide receiver position. So Mario Williams, he's a former Oklahoma guy.
Yeah.
He's a trader. He's a trader, and but he's pretty good, but he's very very small too as well. But yeah, they have a lot of good guys, man. Wide receiver, man. This is probably the best wide receiver core they had in years, man. Like maybe since they had
Yeah.
Robert
Mhm.
Robert Woods and Marquise Lee.
Yeah. Even though that's why it was lit. Want to know something crazy? I mean, I know it's early, but when we USC about to be producing the hell out of some wide receivers for the next couple years, man.
Yeah,
They
they
about
are.
to be like, and
They are.
it's to the point. It's to the point. You know how we went through the whole phase, LSU and Clemson,
Yeah.
and then we went to Alabama, Ohio State, and now
Yep.
still Ohio State still standing out there alone. That USC about to be knocking on that door. I ain't saying that they gonna be better, but USC want to be knocking on that door.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't argue that one. That's nothing for me to argue because it's just crazy on how talented they are, man, at the wide receiver position.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's my Heisman Underdog. I mean, these not mine. I just kind of threw some names out there. There's some names out there. Jalen Daniels from Kansas, Michael Penix from Washington. Uh, goddamn, I forgot his damn name. Zach Franklin. I mean, my bad. Frank Harris from USTA and Michigan. JJ McCarthy. This kind of just gathered a couple names that's if you kind of go on betting sites, these couple underdogs and some are like Jalen Daniels is pretty much one of my favorite Heisman underdogs, but I know for a fact he won't be in the conversation. So
Well, I mean, like you don't know that kilo.
it's
You
you know
don't know
how it
that.
go.
He might.
You know how it go, man. It's bro, he ain't gonna get looked at. If it ain't, it's gonna be. I feel like the Heisman is based off of team success, man. You can put up 8,000 passing yards, 75 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and if your team won 111, I mean 1 in 10,
Whoa,
you're
whoa,
not
whoa,
going up
whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa.
1 in 10.
First of all, that's not adding up, sir. If you
I'm
had
just saying. I'm
8,000
just
passing yards and
hey
75 touchdowns, and y'all go 1 in
hey
11, that's
hey.
bad.
The defense was trash. I mean, I don't
Oh
know,
my
but
goodness,
I'm just saying. But I
dang.
think just for me, my Heisman favorite is Michael Penix. He has
Okay.
the potential to do it. But like it's gonna be based off of the team's success. If I'm not, just correct me if I'm wrong. I think he was top three in passing yards. He outbeat
Hmm.
he had more passing yards than Caleb Williams. But this
Hmm.
all based off of kind of team success. If Washington could end the season in the top five, he'll definitely be in the conversation. Top five, top four. But it's gonna be stretched for the top four. But top five, he can be in the
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay. Um. So you got Phoenix over Caleb.
I don't no. I just kind of feel like that's just. I mean, I haven't seen a back-to-back Heisman winner, so I feel like
Okay.
the favorite is going to be Drake May. I haven't in my lifetime ever seen back-to-back Heisman winner because it's ultimately like the Heisman is like, okay, what is Caleb Williams going to do more than he did last year? So it's like
Yeah,
that's
Kilo.
ultimately what they're going to look at.
I've been watching for a long time. I mean, I haven't seen back to back winner.
So
Um, it's been since the '70s since that happened. So
yeah, man.
I
See, who's to
mean,
say it could be Bo
that shit
Nix?
rare.
Who say it
Yeah,
could
I
be
mean,
both
yeah,
this?
I
Who say it
mean,
could be Drake? It could be anybody. Hey, who just say it
Caleb,
could be Marvin Harrison? Hey,
Caleb, Caleb has a hell of a shot to do it though.
hey,
Like
I
I
would
don't
love
see
to see it.
nothing stopping this man. Matter of fact, they playing on Saturday, but we gotta see if he could do it. And he has, just like we were just talking about a few minutes ago, he has the weapons.
Yeah, I mean,
So, and he has the play calling.
right. But like I said, we'll see because it's it's the back to back. I would love to see it happen in my lifetime. Never seen it happen. I would love to see it. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, definitely. Who's your Heisman underdog?
Um, there's so many, man. I'm gonna go with a running back this year.
You gonna go the running back from Wisconsin?
No, I'm gonna go with the guy from Michigan, Corum.
Blake Corum? Stay healthy, and yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Maybe Marvin might get it.
That's what I'm saying. I remember wide receiver getting Heisman. Well, hey,
Now,
Who's to say Travis Hunter since Charles Woodson? Charles Woodson was doing everything. Travis Hunter could be doing it. You never know. I would like to
now
see all
you,
this ever happen. You know.
yeah. Now, do you remember? Well, Kilo. I mean, you was about maybe 11, 12 years old. But the year with Larry Fitzgerald, when he was going crazy for
At
Pitt
Pittsburgh,
back in '03, and
03.
like a lot of people was upset that he didn't win it that year. Jason White won it that year. He had a great year as well. So like a lot of people did not like that Jason White won it because Larry was just went crazy. I'm not saying that Marvin could be that productive. You know what I mean? Listen, Devontae Smith had a better year than Larry, and he ain't win it. Well, but he did win a Heisman. But I'm
He
just
did.
saying, like, you said what?
Yeah, I'm saying he did win the Heisman. Devontae
Yeah,
Smith.
but yeah, it's just like, yeah, like, it's like, come on, man. Like, when these guys is putting out these fucking crazy ass numbers, it's like, come on, man. You know what I mean? But Devontae, he deserved whatever he got that year.
Yeah,
Heisman, the
yeah,
Bolitnikov,
he was
that
too much to handle.
man. Now, Kilo. Now, just to talk about Devontae Smith a little bit, they asked a question last night on the show
Mhm.
about rank them. It was St. Brown was on there, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and Devontae Smith. I said Devontae Smith was number one over them. They was looking at me like I was crazy. Devontae
Now
Smith.
we talking college or NBA? I mean NFL.
No. It was it was like a ranking for the NFL right now. So they had Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. They all good. St. Brown and Devontae. I like Devontae Smith. He's a bad mother.
Uh,
You know what I'm
on
saying?
that list is that's a tough list, yo.
It is.
That's
It
really
is.
tough.
But I just went with
I
Devontae.
mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask a question. How many of them said Mars St. Brown is number one?
Um,
I want to know how
I
many
don't
people watch
remember.
Detroit Lion games. I mean, Amar St. Brown is good, but ain't nobody watching the Detroit Lion games. No, Chris Olave wound up doing this thing without a legitimate quarterback. Garrett Wilson did the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's ultimately it's tough. That's what I'm gonna stay away from that. You gotta answer that with you. That was tough.
No, listen. Like
I don't care who the number one is. Just I don't think Amar St. Brown is number one.
I listen. I like all four of them,
Mm-hmm.
but from my eye test, from what I've know and what I've seen, Devonta is better than them guys. That's just my opinion. But from what I've seen, that's a bad boy.
Hey, I'm wondering
All right.
what was that defense to try to say Devontae not bad? I'm like, just go look at his college. They go, oh, he
Yeah.
benefited from who? Jalen Waddle was gone. He was
The
hurt.
only
He
thing
was
I can
gone for the whole
say,
year.
the only thing that might knock him was his. I mean, it's his size, but he makes up for it with everything else. Like, I mean, he is a very skilled wide receiver. And yes, this is me talking good about the Eagles player, and I will be clipping this and posting it on my page, and so people will get off my back. Oh man, you always talking bad about the Eagles. No, I'm not. I love Jalen Hurts. I've been watching him since Alabama. Okay, I like certain players on the Eagles. All right, I don't hate the players on the Eagles. Now the fans, that's a whole different story. But the players, I love Devonta Smith, and I've been talking about him for a while now. All right, him and Jalen Waddle. That's why I bought Jalen Waddle jersey.
Honestly, the
You
crazy,
know
but
what I
I'd
mean?
rather get a college jersey. Let's get to this
Yeah,
last
yeah,
slide.
yeah, yeah,
Week
yeah, yeah.
zero. Week zero.
Yep. Yep.
All right, the
Week
first
0.
game kickoff. You got Notre Dame versus Navy plus 20. They favored by 20. You got Jacksonville State versus UTEP. They favored by 10. UTEP. UMass versus New Mexico State. New Mexico they favored by 8. Got San Diego State versus Ohio. Ohio underdog getting 3.5. You got Vanderbilt versus Hawaii. Hawaii the underdog 7. They getting 17 points. USC versus
USC.
San Jose State. Man, they giving them motherfuckers 30 points. Louisiana Tech versus Florida International. Florida International underdogs for plus 10 points. So
Mm-hmm.
far, out of these games, what's one you kind of be looking for? Looking at. Just, I mean, of course, yeah, the ranked games, the number 13 Notre Dame and number 6 USC. I feel like they're gonna be
Yeah,
slaughters. But
yeah.
what game you look for?
It's not a lot of it's not a lot of appetizing matchups here, right? You know what I'm saying? But
No.
the first game I will be watching is Notre Dame Navy because I will be on Peacock. I think it comes on at 2:30, if I'm not mistaken, 2:30. So I will be watching that. The USC game, it's on the Pac-12 network from like what I read. They got
Pack
one
what?
game on CBS
You mean
Sports.
the Pack 4?
I'm sorry, yeah, the Pac-4. My bad.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but they have. I think it's one on ESPN too, and yeah, but it's not a whole lot of televised matchups this week. So you can watch what you can, but I'm going to watch Notre Dame and Navy though. I will be
Yeah,
watching
I
that.
definitely want to see Sean Hartman, man. I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
enough of
right,
him
right.
at Wake Forest. I want to see how he is. I want to see how Marcus Freeman, handle, definitely having the actual legitimate quarterback. I want to see how they go, man.
Yeah, yeah. I
But I
mean,
mean,
I mean, it's not a whole lot of craziness this week. Now, next week, that's when everything gonna be
I do.
crazy. But
I
this
might
week
check
is not.
USC though. That USC just not for the first half. I want to check the second half. But that game will be on late as hell. I just want to see if they get was Malachi Nelson. See if they give any kind of reps.
Yeah,
Cause I can't see them
yeah.
blowing San Jose State out and keeping Caleb Williams the whole game.
No, he's gonna be out by the first quarter, Kilo.
Yo, yeah.
he gonna he gonna have 6 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Yo, yeah. It be like that too, man. I ain't nobody get
Yo,
reported in
man.
the first quarter. Maybe
It's gonna be
the
it's
first
gonna be
two
42-0 in the first quarter. Yo, take him out the game, dog. Take him out, dog. Take him out. Take him
with
out.
a whole 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, that's
Now, my issue is this year because the Pac-12 doesn't.
Pack full.
Well, sorry, the Pac-4 is not on YouTube TV, so
But see why they ain't
Hopefully,
got no contract after that after this season.
so hopefully USC come on Channel 29. That's what they've been doing. Fox. Hopefully that they'll have more games coming on Fox this year with USC. Hopefully I'll get a chance to watch Caleb a little bit more this year. So besides the national televised games, that's usually on ESPN or ABC. So we're gonna see what's up, man. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out Notre Dame though. This should be a good week though. This should be a good week. This should be fun. Just to see other teams, whatever. Check them out. Usually they don't give us a whole lot with week 0. So
they still give you a little sneak peek. We miss football, man. So it's good to watch that. And then the week 1, you got NFL and house football is crazy. That weekend gonna be crazy.
That's the second week. That's
now you sure that
NFL.
No, because this weekend is the last of the preseason.
No, college football. First week, they always get the week to themselves. Then the following week, week 2 for college football, NFL week 1. It's always been like that, Kilo.
I could have sworn because
mind you, college, the first week of college football, it comes on Thursday and it ends Monday, which is Labor Day.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Then Thursday night football is the first game, the Chiefs and the Lions, that is on the 7th.
Yeah, you're right.
Thursday.
You're right.
So
you're right. I got the schedule mixed up.
Yeah, and then that second week of college football is the first week of NFL, so that's when we're gonna be rolling. We're gonna be shit is gonna be crazy out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
shout out to the betters. We about to be betting, baby. We about to be betting. Yo, I'm telling you, when I tell you, I'm waiting. I'm missing football. I can't wait though.
Yeah. We always have the longest off season. It'd be fucking long as hell. So, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be watching as much as I can. I can't wait, man. I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can this year, man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And then I got with YouTube TV, they got all the main channels that you need for college football, but it'd be so many games on. It's like, bro, you're going to watch but so many at once. I just try to watch what I can, man.
Shit. We should be good on YouTube TV, man. We just everybody just gotta hit up Sam's. You ain't gotta pay nothing. You feel me? He paid for it, so we good. We can all just get his YouTube TV account. I think that's the best route. I feel like, hey, world, if y'all listening and y'all wanna watch college football, NFL, just read out to Sam Sports. Just send your social security number. You send your social security number. My man's gonna let you. He gonna let you on that YouTube TV account.
Yeah, save the account and all that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There you go, sir. But yeah, man, we about to wrap this up, man. This is a great show, man. It's a great show. I'm definitely looking forward to more. The crazy part is, I'm working on actual intro for us. If it's a picture or whatever,
Okay.
I'm working on something. Just give you a heads up.
All right.
Because I know for a fact when me and you do it, we consistent. I mean, I know everybody else wants to join in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a day because right now they got me working on Saturdays and Sundays now. Mm-hmm. Fridays might be a good day. I don't know how your schedule is on Fridays.
My schedule weird. Honestly, my schedule weird. We may run into a situation maybe um, down the road. We may wind up doing 4 weeks in, half a season in. My schedule's with. I'm gonna miss a lot of
Yeah,
football, but I'm still gonna catch some highlights and stuff like that. But eventually,
yeah.
I kind of feel like if we could do a show quarterly, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, so you mean like what you mean like like once a month that we'll do something, or you
It
wanna
could be once.
you
It
wanna
could be
set
once
something
a
up?
month. It could be once a month. It could be every 2-3 games.
Yeah,
Anything is possible.
yeah, as of right now, my Mondays is cool. The afternoons.
Mm-hmm. But we'll talk.
Um,
We'll talk about that. Sam, hit that
yeah, yeah,
button,
yeah,
Sam.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got you. All right, man. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank y'all for watching. Yep. Jay, Will, you late, yo?